Guys, Valentine is finally here. So where is your Valentine? Where is he? So hello guys. My good, awesome, and fantastic name is Queen Anjambi. They call me the one and only queen in the 254. And along with that, I have also had another recently added title, and that is I'm a self-proclaimed self-love ambassador. And I'm happy to be one. So I've already done some three videos on self-love. Please, if you have not yet checked them out after this, go check them out. Remember to leave for me a comment in the comment section and also like the videos. And if you're a new viewer, you're a new person to my channel, thank you so much on clicking on this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you have been watching my videos without subscribing, that is not fair to me, so don't forget to subscribe today. And at the same time, for those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. And so let's get into the topic of today. So today we are talking about, is Valentine's so much overrated? Is Valentine's so much overrated? That is the question of the day. So as Valentine's is approaching, is it so much overrated? Do you have plans for Valentine's? You by yourself or you by your partner? Do you have plans for Valentine's? So I'll in this video I'll get to tell you my opinion. I'll get to give reasons why I am of that opinion, and at the same time I expect you guys to leave for me a comment in the comment section, like what is your opinion? Do you think it's so much overrated? And at the same time, do you also have plans for Valentine's, and even the reasons why you think whether it's overrated or whether it's not overrated? That's what we are doing for today. So the first question that comes into my mind is, what which is the history, not what, which is the history of the day Valentine? So the history of 14th of February has nothing to do with romance or anything that is heart shaped, but the day has been so much romanticized. Actually, the day 14th of February was picked to honor the martyrdom of Saint Valentine. And I think along that lane, that's when romance came along. And still, 14th of February is celebrated as a romantic day, even in the 21st century. So, what is my opinion? Is it much overrated? In my case, yes, it is. Extremely overrated. And I can also justify that why I think it is so much overrated. To go first, it is why should love be celebrated in only one day out of 365 days? I believe if you love somebody honestly and truly, you ought to celebrate them every single day, every single day of the year, or even if not every single day, every day with them is like a new day and you're grateful. Also, I think this day, Valentine's Day, has been commercialized so much. Like, have you guys walked into supermarkets? Have you walked into spas and they're giving Valentine offers? Even business owners are, some of them, not all of them, are giving Valentine's offers. So I think it has been commercialized so much. It's more like a business day. Yeah, as in it's taking advantage of the lovebirds. So in that, you also think it's overrated because businesses thrive during this time, as I expect, or rather from the posters and the advertisement that they do, I do expect that they thrive so much. So it has been commercialized so much. Another thing is that on this day, the gender that is mostly disadvantaged, it's the men. Or rather, in for example, in LGBTQ relationships, the partner who possesses the masculine energy in the relationship may be at a disadvantaged position, because for example, if they are not in a financial position to be able to celebrate during this day, they will get pressure. Some of them probably are left in debt because you have to show off in that day. And in Kenya, actually, we have these 14 days of celebrating love, 7 days of celebrating love. It has been brought by Kenyan celebrity couples. So you can imagine the kind of pressure that is on the ground for the common Kenyans, or for the common men. So yeah, it's a disadvantage to the men, and also in LGBTQ relationships where the partner who possesses the masculine energy, because as it is expected, it's the man who asks the lady, "Will you be my Valentine?" Another reason why I think Valentine's is so much overrated is because it puts unnecessary pressure on the singles. So I'm speaking for myself and on behalf of all other singles who are watching me. It puts unnecessary pressure. For example, I was recently asked by a particular guy, what plans do I have on 14th? And when I said I intend to spend the day alone, he gave me a certain look. I was like, ain't that right? See, I want to celebrate myself. So it puts unnecessary pressure on us or on singles that we need also to celebrate the day in a fancy way. Actually, in a fancy way. Like the activity should be fancy in a way. And I don't think that is necessary because Valentine's is should be all about celebrating all kinds of love. Whether it's celebrating love between friends, love between romantic partners, even celebrating our family members. I think this day should be more inclusive because at this point, I don't feel it's inclusive. I feel we only want to celebrate romantic relationships, but we have other relationships, outside romantic relationships that we receive love from. I can also give you guys like a short form story. So this day I was spending it with one of my best friends. So I don't have a single best friend. I have some wako hapo tu wako kuna namba hapo. So I was spending it with one of my best friends. We will call him Mr. J. So Mr. J asked me like, do you have any plans on Valentine? So this is a different guy. Achana na huyo mwenye nilimwambia akanipea like sort of like a ghastly look. So he asked me, do you have any plans on Valentine's? And you know what I told him? I told him that I plan on celebrating you guys, you, my best friends. But he returned now after when I gave him the reply, he returned it to me in form now of a question. Don't we have Friendship Day? Why do I want to celebrate them during Valentine's and not Friendship Day? I have no problem celebrating them like on Friendship Day and on Valentine's Day. That is not a problem. But I think he was kind of stereotypical, the fact that Valentine's Day is only for those in romantic relationships. That if you're not in a romantic relationship, you ought not to celebrate that day. Exactly, it's overrated. I feel, yes, as I've said, Valentine's should be inclusive. We are supposed to celebrate all forms of love, whether you're in a romantic relationship or not. And it's high time we recognize that. Let's make this day inclusive. In conclusion, I feel that we will be able to celebrate 14th of February, or rather Valentine's Day, in a special way if we can be inclusive of all forms of love in any relationship. Yes, let's be inclusive of romantic relationships. Let's be inclusive of even those who choose to celebrate themselves, including me as your self-love ambassador. Let's be inclusive of those who choose to celebrate their best friends, their friends. Let's be inclusive of those who even choose to celebrate their siblings, those who choose to celebrate their family members, that is their parents and the rest. Let's be inclusive of all that. To see wape judgmental look like ati no, you're not, if you don't have a romantic partner you can't celebrate the day. Who said so? Who said so? Because as I read that history, that short history, it was not written anywhere that we only celebrate romantic relationships. So what I'm fighting for, or rather what I'm saying, is that let's be inclusive in this day. In my case, I choose to celebrate me first. I choose to celebrate my best friends because they have been there all along the way. I choose to celebrate my siblings and also my parents. But that does not mean I won't celebrate them again for the rest of the year. I will still celebrate them. Every opportunity, every moment I get, I will still celebrate them. And I also choose to celebrate you guys for subscribing, for viewing my content, for liking my content, for giving me, for letting me know what is your opinion also. So please leave for me a comment in the comment section on whether you think Valentine's Day is so much overrated. If it's not, give us a reason why. If it is, give us a reason why. You can also tell us how we can make the celebration better. For me, it's like, let's be inclusive. Whatever opinion people choose to go with on that day, if people choose to celebrate themselves, allow them to. It's not a must go on a date with a guy. I can go on a self date, a self proclaimed date. Now people don't give me stares because it's like, let's be inclusive, because there's nowhere it's written that we only celebrate romantic relationships. It's written nowhere. So let's be inclusive and have a lovely day, have a lovely week as we prepare for Valentine's Day. Ciao.